I yield back.
Thank you. Senator Lujan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Secretary Kennedy, Dr. Daskalakis, who recently resigned as director of the National Center for Immunization and Respiratory Diseases, his resignation letter stated he and his team were never allowed to brief you. I'm curious who you're listening to, since it's clear you're not listening to qualified experts like Dr. Daskalakis. Can you give the committee the name of the person?
I don't consider Dr. Daskalakis.
Mr. Secretary, the question that I have for you is, can you give the committee a name of who you're getting briefed by?
I'm getting briefed by all the time by CDC.
Just a name.
Well, Dr. William Thompson's one name.
Thank you very much, sir.
Now, but I can get you a whole list of others. It's on my schedule.
Mr. Secretary, that's not a hard question. You know a lot of answers.
I'm not being evasive.
Okay, then you answered it. Let's go on. Now, you said that you're soon going to release a study claiming to reveal the cause of autism, timed unsurprisingly with the upcoming ACIP meeting to justify taking vaccines from Americans. Now, as you know, autism affects millions of children. So I guess you'd have the nation's top medical experts working on this. Mr. Kennedy, you hired a man named David Geyer to conduct the—
Contractor, but he's not conducting a study.
He's a contractor?
He's a contractor.
Do you know who works for you, Mr. Kennedy?
Yeah.
Do you know that Mr. Geyer is listed as a HHS on the employee directory as a senior data analyst, not a contractor?
He's a contractor. He's not an SGE.
So is your website wrong?
He's not an SGE. I don't know what.
I'm going to pull up the website for you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, I know I said I was done with this, but to be honest with you, it's not over yet, and this one is really, really fun, you guys. So let's get into this right quick. Okay, so I did some research on just that bit of the interaction right there. I spent about 20 minutes going through the HHS directory, if you will, of people that work for them. I could not find this guy anywhere. And there was a search function, by the way. So I cannot confirm nor deny the existence of a David Geyer that works for HHS. RFK Jr. right here says, no, he's a contractor. This guy says he works for the HHS. Now, what I will say, what is fascinating about this is that if you just type it into Google, Google tells you almost verbatim what this guy said. Almost verbatim. Right? Of course, Google adds a little bit to what he was saying. He didn't actually read out the Google homepage when you type in blah, 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 David Geyer, whatever. Right? It's fascinating, y'all. It really is. But you actually go to the HHS website and, hang on just a second. I couldn't find this guy's name mentioned anywhere. I did go to the contracting website as well and did find two different David Geyers that are contracted with the government. One works for the Department of Agriculture and one, for the HHS. Huh. Fascinating, that is, under their contractor directory. Oh my God, these people are insane. Y'all do me a favor, smash that like button for me, subscribe if you're new around here, share this video anywhere and everywhere you can. That is a good way to help this channel out. But what is even better, click that join button, sign up and become a member. That's the best way to help this channel expand and grow. But without any further ado, here is the rest of the insanity.
He's a contractor.
If the website says he is a senior data analyst, will you at least admit to the committee?
Well, I don't know if
wrong?
a contractor can be classified as a senior data analyst or not.
Is Mr. Geyer a doctor?
No.
Did you know he never went to medical school?
He's not practicing medicine.
Did you know that he got caught in Maryland and was charged for practicing medicine without a medical license?
He was charged by a medical board, he sued the medical board, and the medical board was found to have acted in actual malice and was fined $2.6 million by a judge in Maryland for doing that.
See, so you choose to know a lot when you want to know a lot. It's incredible, Mr. Kennedy.
Senator, you're ridiculous.
So here's the question I have. You brought him in to do this study. I think there's no question about it.
I told you he's not doing a study.
Is he participating in the study?
No.
Is he doing any analysis in regards to this study?
No. What he's doing is getting access the Vaccine Safety Data Link, which is the biggest repository for vaccine information that your friend would not give us for 7 months. For
Mr.
7 months.
Secretary, let me ask you this question, just so because you know the answer. What is Mr. Geyer doing?
He is the only one, because Congress ordered CDC to open up the VSD to him in 2002. He's the only outsider who's ever seen it. So
is he
because
Secretary,
CDC
I
will not
appreciate
give
that.
us, they have
Mr.
disaggregated.
Secretary, is he participating in this then?
No, he
But
is.
you just said he's the only dude that knows what's going on here.
Do you want me to explain it to you, Senator, or do you
No, because
just
you're
want to
confusing me.
show?
Mr.
Do you
I'll-
just
I'll
want to
submit it.
showboat?
I'll submit
You
this.
just want to showboat for your ads, or do you want to hear a real answer to your question?
Mr. Secretary, you choose to know answers to questions with some colleagues. And with others
I'm
you
willing to
pretend not
give you the
know.
answer. I'm
Maybe
willing to
someone-
give you the
Mr.
answer.
Secretary, someone should have asked you, maybe President Trump should have asked you, are you a trustworthy person? And we should have waited for an answer then. Let's move
I don't
on.
even know what you're talking about.
Mr.
You're talking gibberish.
Mr. Secretary, let me speak slowly and clearly so that you can understand me through my New Mexico accent.
And then give me a chance to
Does
answer.
this help? Can you understand me?
Yes.
Appreciate that. Mr. Secretary, yes or no, did you hire Mr. Geyer to do this study?
No.
Mr. Chairman, well, let me ask, maybe we'll just get a good answer here. Mr. Secretary, will you commit to sharing the protocols used for the autism study with Congress and to the public?
They're public.
Will you commit to giving it to this committee by the end of the week?
No, not because
you commit to
that's
give it-
not the way it works.
Will you
You don't
commit-
even know what you're talking about.
Mr. Secretary, will you commit to sharing the protocols for the study by the end of the month?
We already have
You
put
just said it's
out,
public.
we put out the notice of funding opportunities, and then the scientists from all over the world.
You're not understanding me. Let me
No,
speak
you're
clearly
not
again.
understanding how the world works.
Do you understand what the protocols are?
Senator-
Do you understand what they are?
The scientists who are doing the studies submit the protocol.
Okay, so you know
That's
what
not
they
coming
are.
from
Okay.
us.
So will you commit to sharing those protocols with this committee?
Well, anybody can get a hold of the protocol. It's published with the study.
Mr. Chairman, what I'd like to ask is for your commitment here. I'll send a letter to the Secretary. I'll ask for support from the leadership of this committee to ask for those protocols. If those protocols are not given to this
Anybody
committee,
can get the protocols.
Mr. Secretary, I'm not talking to you. Mr. Chairman, what I'm
If the
asking,
protocols are public, we can work with you to.
what I'm
get
asking,
access to-
Mr. Chairman, is that if those protocols are not given to this committee, I'm asking for your agreement that we follow through with the subpoena to get them.
No, I will not agree to subpoena anything. Let's see what
But Mr.
happens.
Chairman, you'll help me get them if they're available publicly?
Yes.
I appreciate that, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Kennedy, with all the questions here today, people just want to know the truth. When,
I don't think so.
Mr. Secretary, you don't think so? Thank you.
I don't think so.
I hope everyone recording that got that, because there explains the Secretary's tenure here. Look, 2 young ladies in Las Cruces, New Mexico, at a town hall recently gave me this starfish pin. I was going to give it to you today, but after your questioning today, I don't think you deserve it, because what this represents is to remember that every one of us can make a difference, or to something as small as a starfish on a beach that maybe got washed up, you throw it back in the ocean. You might not save them all, but you can save one. I'm sorry that you're not worthy of this nice little pin, sir, as a nice reminder. I'm going to pray for you, Secretary Kennedy. I hope we do better. I want you to do better. But today was a failure for you, man. I yield back.
Wow is all I can say with that. Okay, if it's not blatantly apparent what is going on here, I would sure hope that anybody and everybody can see what's going on here. You saw this man's eyes light up when he said, all we want is the truth, and Kennedy says, I don't think so. He lit up. He thought he got his viral moment. That's what he thought right there. But what he doesn't understand is what he just telegraphed to everybody is that Kennedy is telling you that this is theatrics. You don't care about the truth. You just care about your narrative. You care about pushing your agenda. You care about smearing Kennedy, smearing the Trump administration, smearing anything Republicans. It's always, once again, folks, Democrats, they march in lockstep with the corporate press. the mainstream narrative machine. Democrats are good. Republicans, they're evil, they're fascists, they're Nazis, they're anything and everything under the sun. Any pejorative you want to throw out there, that's what Republicans always are. So it's okay to punch a Nazi. It's okay to take out Hitler. This is why we get some of the actions that we've been seeing in the country, folks. And, I hate to veer off into something else, but we must talk about this. We must discuss these things because something that I thought about earlier today, I was listening to somebody talking about Charlie Kirk, and he kept on saying, we need to turn down the rhetoric. We need to tone it down, folks. Tone everything down, blah, blah, blah. This is what we hear coming from the right. Everything is too hot right now. And I thought back, considering what I do, for fun, as a matter of fact, my hobby, if you will, reading news and reporting on that news and the manipulation, because it's always manipulated. But I think back to July 13th, 2024, and right after that, for the next week or so, where Republicans were once again saying, we need to tone it down. We need to back up. Let's all chill out here. Let's calm down. Tone the rhetoric down. And what were Democrats doing? Democrats were gnashing their teeth because the guy missed. Well, now the guy didn't miss, and they're cheering, folks. It's something I've thought about. The rhetoric has never came down. You've never heard Democrats say, well, let's tone back the rhetoric there, Republicans. You never hear them say that. It's always name-calling, just smear, smear, smear into oblivion until some deranged lunatic goes off. And then Democrats, what do? Oh, they cry mental health. Oh, that's a crazy person. That he's not with us. I saw a short video on YouTube. Cenk Uygur made a pretty good statement. I mean, I'm not going to lie about that. It was a good statement for Cenk. Naturally, I mean, Cenk, he's a good dude, right? Like, he's genuine where he comes from. You can tell. He's passionate about what he believes in. I disagree with him on a lot of things. We do agree on certain things. He called this guy, who is in custody, by the way, a coward. I agree. This is the left, folks. They have lost the argument a long time ago. They have absolutely lost a long time ago. Everything they're putting up right now is a facade for fear. They're scared. They're scared they're going to turn public opinion against them. What they need to do is come back to reality, because they've lost their minds, folks. Cenk Uygur, I would call him far left. He's a progressive. He's far left, but he's not radical left. We have a radical segment of leftists in this country, and what they are doing right now is driving themselves to extinction, which is not a good thing, folks. You might think, oh, well, that's weird. Why would a Republican? I'm not a Republican, by the way, but I'm perceived that way. So I'm, sop it up with a biscuit, if you will. Why would I say that? Well, we need the left and right. We need progressives to push us forward. But listen, when conservatives say, no, stop, tone it back, Democrats, and we say it forcefully, we mean it. We absolutely mean it. Political violence is not the answer. But these people, they don't care about that, folks. So why should we care if Donald Trump goes after these people? I've seen headline after headline after headline. Like I went over some headlines yesterday. In case you didn't catch that video, go check it out. But I saw another one this afternoon that the Pentagon is tracking people that are making light out of a very, very bad situation. Yes, folks, they're tracking these people. Didn't say what they was going to do, but they're tracking them. That's scary, folks. That is the same type of actions that these people were claiming the Trump administration was doing. Censorship. We had a rep call for censorship. A Republican congressman called for censorship. 2 Republican congressmen. One called for banning anybody making fun of Charlie Kirk's death. And another one calling on Elon Musk to remove the video off of X. And I was like, no, we need logical consistency here, folks. No censorship, for goodness sakes. And if you're not going to call for other assassination videos to be taken off of X, then don't call for this one specifically, because it makes you look partisan. It makes you look logically inconsistent, and that's not what the right is supposed to be about. We're supposed to be about tradition, upholding our values, principles. We stand on our principles. We stand on a platform of principles. And if you take out one of the rungs from that platform will crumble, folks. Will absolutely just crumble to the freaking ground and take everybody with it. That is what has happened to Democrats, by the way. Do we want that to happen to the other side as well? We must stand on our principles. That is the foundation of where we're at. Principles. We must not let these violent radical leftists deter us from spreading the message that tradition, that Christian values is what holds this nation together, not progressive values. Progressive values is what progresses this nation further. It's what got us the Civil Rights Act, for goodness sakes. That progressive thought. These are good things, but they take time, and the political violence does not help. You're going to make everything worse. It's going to set back whatever movement you were pushing for decades. Absolutely. These people don't understand that, and they're cheering for this. Like these knuckleheads over in Chicago talking about, well, the National Guard better not come up in here. We got switches. Do you think they don't? They go to the gun range on a consistent basis. Do you, my dude? They've got body armor and bullet-resistant vehicles with 50 cal strapped to the top of them. I don't think you want to go up against the National Guard. Like, seriously. But, you know, it's just getting out of hand. These people, these Democrats, they do these things for clicks. And people buy it, John. People buy it. You know what I'm talking about. Don't buy into the nonsense. Read past the headline. Get into the news. Get into the substance of what is being talked about. Don't listen to some authority figure and believe that authority figure just because they are an authority figure. You must not appeal to that authority as if it is gospel. It's not. Not always. Humans are fallible creatures, folks. We get things wrong. We make mistakes all the time. And do you think the corporate news doesn't make mistakes? Yeah, they make mistakes. But those mistakes have turned into an agenda. And that agenda is anti-American. It's anti-reality. It's anti-fact-based. It's anti-logic. It's anti-Republican, conservative, tradition, morals. It's anti all of those things under the guise of compassion. Jordan Peterson said it the best. Toxic compassion, folks. That's what we've got going on. That's all this immigration stuff, toxic compassion. All this transgender stuff, toxic compassion. All the soft on crime, toxic compassion. All of it. Everything coming from Democrats is toxic. And it's all emotional manipulation. It's all garbage. That's what I love to call it, garbage, because that's what it is. It's just to be thrown out and just ignored and just put in a bag and set to the side and get it away from me. We don't want this. That's all it is, folks. But I've rambled on for quite long enough, longer than I normally do. Y'all don't forget to smash that like button for me, and let me know what you think about all this down in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you guys. But y'all subscribe. That's great if you could do that, unless you're already subscribed. If you're already subscribed, share this video anywhere and everywhere you can, and click that join button. Sign up and become a member. That's the best way to help this channel expand and grow. But y'all do all that for me, and you guys remember that God is always with us. Always. And he loves each and every one of you out there. So y'all try to have a good day and stay legitical. Peace.